Hello, friend. I am super excited to share with you our new Burn, Fat, and Feast app. So, if you missed the announcement, yes, we are launching the Burn, Fat, and Feast app December 27th. Now, full disclosure, we are getting it approved via Apple right now. So, fingers crossed, say a prayer that all goes well. We don't have to resubmit. December 27th is our launch date as of right now. So, this has been a long time coming. I have been working on this for over a year, and it's finally happening. I have personally been using this app for a few months, and I have to tell you, my motivation in general has skyrocketed. This is so easy. Everything is all in one place. Our communities, our tracking, our workouts, your water, like everything is in one place. And it has helped me stay on track with all the pieces of my wellness. And so I cannot wait to get this out in the world and share this with you. All right. So a few things to talk about, a few tweaks, a few changes to Burn, Fat, and Feast as far as macros go. And then I want to show you what it looks like before we actually launch, because this will help you kind of get an idea of, visually what to expect and how everything works before you actually get in there and try to do it yourself. All right. So first of all, the app is absolutely free. I've already had that question asked. It does not cost you anything to download the app. So you're going to download the app for free. Your membership, everything stays as is. There's no changes there as far as what you are paying to be a member with Burn, Fat, and Feast. You are simply getting an amazing value, and I cannot wait. This is going to be a game changer for you. So really excited about that. But as far as the app goes, you will no longer have your content on the website. So if you go to the website portal and you go to your old login page, your login account on the website, you will be prompted to download the app. So that is how you will get all your content, is via the app. Now, please don't worry if you're like, I don't want to do my workout on the app. You can screencast to a TV or any other device that you want to, but the app is where all of our content will be housed. So if you do try to log in on the website, it will prompt you to download the app. When we launch, you will also get an email when it does go live that says welcome to Burn, Fat, and Feast, and it gives you a link to download that app. All right, so you'll be we'll send that to you multiple different ways, but if you miss it, you do go on the login, you'll be prompted to do the same thing. Okay. All right, so I've got a lot of things to cover, and I just want to make sure I don't miss anything here. All right. So we are still in beta right now. When I'm recording this to you, we have not launched it yet. So when I do show you the app and what things look like, please know that some things may look a little different. There's still some things that we need to change in the app. So just keep that in mind. The basics are already there. So we'll show you that tutorial and what that looks like. So I want to walk you through the setup and show you some things about when you do download your app, some things you want to make sure that you're doing correctly so that your macros are imported correctly. A few things about your macros I want to go ahead and tell you before we get into the app and before I lose your attention and you're focused on all the visual of the app. Big change that we're making with our macros moving forward in 2024 and beyond is that we are changing the macro percentage breakdown. Now, in our new app, you don't have to adjust the percentages at all. So that's very different than what you did in MyFitnessPal. The only thing you'll have to do is answer some questions differently, and it will change your macros. We have it set up in the back end so that all of that customization happens automatically. It's really awesome. You don't have to understand any of that. You just have to answer the questions in your profile correctly, and it will adjust your macros. All right, that's all that you need to know. You do need to know that the macro percentages that you are looking for, your goal for your macro percentages are going to be a 30-30-40 split, 30 protein, 30 fat, and 40 carbs, always. So that doesn't change in the lean season, the lifelong, or the strong season. It will always be 30-30-40 on your regular macro days. Yes, that is a big difference. Lots of reasons here that we change that, mainly because we're all getting older and we all need to change our macros a little bit as we get older. And we are moving towards that. This is what I have been following for a year now. Everyone wants to know, what are you doing different? What have you tweaked? This is one of the things. The other big thing I've tweaked is that I have managed my stress and I'm getting fabulous sleep. If I could name the three big things, that's it. I'm managing my stress. I'm letting go of the things I cannot control. I am sleeping better, way better. I am 100% in perimenopause. And I have tweaked those macros and I'm tracking my macros. And so that's what we're doing. We are doing the 30-30-40 split. All right. That will be your regular macro day. Okay. So that's change number one. Change number two for your low carb days is that you're going to be at 60 grams for low carb days for your carbohydrates, and your protein will at least be at 30%. So you're getting that protein in no matter what. Regular macro day, low carb day, you're getting 30% at least protein in. Now, on a low carb day, it could be higher than 30%, but at least 30%. All right. 60 grams of the carbs. That's not necessarily a change because that was always what we did. However, we did net carbs, no net carbs, total carbs. 60 grams of total carbs. Okay. So those two big changes, what I wanted to mention to you as you get into the app. And so you know what that looks like. Now we are going to set up your app to be in the we're going to set up your app to be in the lean season because that's the season we're moving into in January. Now, as we change the questions, again, I'll show you that in a moment. As we change those questions in each different season, you will see that those macros will change. Your calories may change as well, but the macros will change because that depends on what kind of season we're in, whether we need more protein, less protein, carbs, blah, 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 all the things. All right. Okay. So those are the big things that I want to tell you about as we move forward, and I'll make sure I am not you will see in our meal plans that we are adjusting our macros and our meal plans to line up with that 30-30-40 split as well. So be looking for that as we make this transition. All of our meal plans moving forward in 2024 will have that 30-30-40 split. So if you're like, oh, I don't know how to get this much protein in, look at the meal plans. They're there to help you. Okay, let's look at this app to get you up and running and show you what it looks like on the inside. All right, here is our beautiful app right there. And so first I want to show you, this is the home screen, and I will show you a little bit more about the home screen and all the little categories at the bottom. But first I want to go to the profile, because when you set up your app, we need to make sure that we're setting this up correctly. Again, this is for your macronutrients. And I want to show you a few other little things that you can do in this area as well. All right, so when you download the app, it will prompt you to answer these questions. But if you didn't answer them correctly, this is what you're going to do. You're going to go back in and do it. All right, so you're going to go to my profile, and you will answer these questions, these top two questions, very strategically. So what is your wellness objective? You will set that to weight loss. So if you set it for anything else, you're going to go in and you're going to reset it for weight loss. Click the check. And then the second question you are going to answer as your normal activity level is to exercise 3 to 5 days per week, even if that's not what you're doing, or even if you want to do 6 to 7, it doesn't matter. Please set it at 3 to 5 days per week. This is what is going to set your macros to be individualized for you. All right. So that's how you answer those two questions. Again, we answered weight loss because we're moving into the lean season. All right. When we're in different seasons, we'll set it differently. But for now, that's where I want you to set those. Now, the rest of the questions you just answer personally. However, you want to answer those, that doesn't matter. Just those top two are the big ones that I want you to make sure you're answering correctly. Now, at the very top of your profile, also, it's very important that you make sure and you do answer this. This is not for the world to see. This is just for you to see. But please enter your date of birth, your height, and your weight. Again, that is to set up macros for you personally as an individual. All right, so that's the biggest part of the profile in that section. The next thing that you can do is you can enter your measurement goals if you want to. You don't have to do that, but I do want to show you the connected apps. So if you are an Apple user and if you use Apple Health, and if you have anything connected to Apple Health, you can connect Apple Health to our app and everything will integrate integrate there. If you use Fitbit, you can do the same thing right there. The workout start and end reminder, I have this set as on because when you do start your workout, it just prompts you to start your watch or start whatever it is that you're using. So it integrates with Apple Health and it shows up in the app as something that you've done for movement or whatever. I just like the reminder. It reminds me every single time I start and stop my workout. You can turn it off if you want to, no worries. Okay, so that's pretty much it as far as the profile section for right now that I want to show you. All right, so let's go to the home page. All right, so the home page, you see, first of all, you can see at the top the calendar. You can toggle through different days if you want to see what's on tap for different days right there. It just gives you a nice little view. You can take that away as well. So if you're looking at the day, this is the day, and these are what the things that I have on tap to do today. So at the top is any type of educational training that maybe you need to watch, and your workouts for the day. You see your nutrition. This is where you can enter your water and then your movement that you have. Okay, so I'm going to go back up and show you that I have not watched this video training today. So you see that there's no line. It says it's 10 minutes long, but there's no line here saying that it's completed. I completed my workout, so you can see that I did that for 31 minutes and that's done. Same thing for my core right here, 10 minutes of that, and that was done for the day. All right, so that's showing me that I haven't done that, but I can go in and watch that video at any time. All right, if I scroll down, this is where you track your nutrition. I'll show you that in a moment. This is where you can track your water. I'll quickly show you that right there. You go in and you can just plus on if you're adding 8 ounces. I just have it set to do 8 ounces at a time, but you can add custom if you want to, however much water maybe you drank at one point in time. Maybe you drank a ton at 12:24 and you want to enter a certain amount right there. You can do that and save it. But I have my goal set to be, I don't know, 70 ounces, I think, of water. Yeah, 70 ounces. There it is. 70 ounces of water a day. And so there's my progress line there for the water. All right, this is my movement at the bottom. Again, this is set up with my my watch. I use an Apple Watch, so that is set up right there. Those are the steps that I've completed for today. You can see 10K is my goal. That's my move energy from my workout today. All that is set right there. Now, you can't go in and adjust this because it's syncing with your watch. That's not something you can adjust. Now, if you want us to set up a certain amount of steps for you, we can do that on the back end. I have everyone set as 10,000 steps a day. There's no like magic for 10K. It's just a good, goal to have in general. All right. Okay. So let's go back up to, let me show you the workout really quick and how that's set up. So obviously you can see here, we still have all of it written out for you. You can see that it says it's 31 minutes. It's all set up as moderate right now. I don't have them set up as different than moderate. I've already completed it, so it shows me all the stats there because I was utilizing my watch. I put these notes in right here because I have cough right now. It was a struggle for today. You can make notes in there as well if you want to for yourself or for your mentor. All right, let me show you how this works. So I'm just going to click on restart. Again, it prompts me if I want to start this on my Apple Watch to sync everything there. And then it counts me down and it starts the workout. Now, you may not be able to see the workout right here on screen, but the workout shows up on screen for you right here. Something I do want to show you right here at the top, though, is that you can screencast to anything else that you want to, that you have hooked up in your home or whatever. All right, at the very end, I want to show you this. I'm just going to scroll through to the very end. Once you're at the very end, you will, hold on. Once you're at the very end, it will take you out of this and you can stop at any time if you want to. And you can just say you want to resume it later. You can complete it later, mark as complete, or just quit it altogether. I'm going to mark it as complete. And so when you mark it as complete, it will prompt you again, if you have that set up, to stop your watch. And then it will all sync right here in your calories and heart rate. All that will sync there. If it doesn't, just tap on sync energy and heart rate and it will to your watch. You can rate your workout however you want. And this is where you can enter that feedback right there. Anything that you want to say about your workout. And then you can share this. You can share it and you can take a picture. So I can take a picture, a selfie of myself. And then once I take that picture, I can share it to, hold on, share it right here. Whatever picture shows up on screen, I can share it to Instagram if you want to share it with your friends, or, you just want to track things, or you can save it and share it in our community. So that's a really fun feature. Okay, let's just get out of the workout there. And then let's talk next about the nutrition. So again, I'm just showing you the homepage, everything that you can do on that homepage. All right, nutrition, let's chat about this. So, for nutrition, lots of things to chat about in here. This is set up similar to MyFitnessPal as far as what you can do and how you can track things, but there's a few little changes. So as you can see, let me go back to the home page for right now. As you can see here, this is showing me that what I've eaten for the day and what my goal is for my calories, what I've had for the day, what my goal is for protein, fats, and carbs. All right. Again, I'm set up for the lean season. And yours will be different because it's for you. So you can see that there. You can also see your progress of the day right here. And this one shows you the percentages. So when you go on the particular day, you can see the percentages of what you've eaten as far as your fat, your carbs, and your protein. Again, remember, we want the 30 protein, 30 fat, 40 carb split for regular macro days. All right. So you can see where you are and what you need to get for that day. Now, if you go in here for the day and I could click on browse recipes, this is going to help me browse through all BFF recipes. All right. So I can search anything I want to, I can type the name, or I can just say, oh yeah, that's it. The acai breakfast bowl is what I am eating today. This shows you everything as far as the recipe goes. And then you can see all the nutrition facts here, the macros broken down, the recipe. You can see everything right there on screen. And if you ate, let's say you had 2 servings, you can say, oh yeah, I had 2 servings of that. Guess what? Everything shows up right there as far as the macros for 2 servings. If you're like, oh, you know what? No, I need to only eat 1 serving. I am going to just keep it at 1. Then you can add just 1. You can choose whether this was for breakfast, snack, lunch, dinner, whatever. Let's just say it was an afternoon snack. And then we can add it from here. And it adds in to your, it adds into your nutrition. And I'll show you that in a moment. Another thing you can do is you can see in the corner, you can favorite that and it shows up in your favorite recipes. I want to show you one more thing in here that you can do. If you scroll down, you see the ingredients. So if you're thinking, okay, I want to make this for the week, but I don't want 4 servings. I only want to make 1 serving just for myself. If you tap on 1 serving, it will change the ingredient list and what you need for 1 serving. You can go back and say, you know what, I'm gonna make it for my family. So I'm gonna keep it at 4 servings here. And the ingredients change right there. Now, the nutrition stays the same. The nutrition is always for 1 serving, but you can change if like, okay, I had more than 1 serving, I consume more than 1 serving. That's where you change that right there. All right. Okay, so that's super duper fun and definitely an upgrade for what we were doing before. All right, so I go back to my day. You can see everything that I've had here, and you can see that was the acai bowl that we added just a moment ago. The other thing that I want to show you is if you go, let's say to lunch, you just tap on add. You can search recipes right here. You can see your recent. So these are all the recent foods that I have added to my tracking. So if you eat things regular on a regular basis, like the chicken sausage, I eat a lot, just tap the plus and it will be added to your list. And it will add to lunch because that's what you've chosen. You also can add your own food. So you can do that by the plus at the top. If there are things that you make, recipes, whatever, you can add those as your own foods, your own recipes, and that will be saved in that section. All right, so let's say we are looking for egg scramble. All right, so let's just say it's maybe something random and a random egg scramble. See where it says in food library, go to food library. And what pulls up here are 2 different categories, recommended and all food. Now we may change the name of this to say BFF recipes, because this is what recommended is. And All Food is the database for the entire app. So think of like MyFitnessPal database. That's what All Food is. All right. So if I'm just like some random like egg scramble, I'm going to All Food, and you'll see that there's a ton of things that open up here. You also will see that there are things from restaurants. There's Friendly's restaurant right there. There's another Broken Egg Cafe, Wawa. So you can search by recipes as well. So this is the entire library of the database. All right. So if you go to recommended, those are the Burn, Fat, and Feast recipes. These are our specific recipes. So anything that says egg scramble in it is going to show up right here. All right. So that's another way that you can search for things. Again, once you kind of get in here and look at it, it's easy to navigate. All right. Super duper fun option right here. We have the scanner. Let me show you exactly how the scanner works. Open up the scanner. I'm going to scan this Go Macro Bar scanner right here. Once it's scanned, you can see it pops right up. If you had one bar, you just say, oh, yes, I added one bar. You have all the nutrition right there as well. And it was added. So if you go, whoops, unsafe foods. No, I don't. I want to go ahead and add it to my lunch. All right. And so you can see that it was added to my lunch right there. That macro bar shows up. And again, all my macros are populating as I'm entering things at the top right here for my day. If you want to pre-enter something, we're on today. So you just simply go to a different day and go to your nutrition for that day, and you can pre-enter your food there. So that's really easy to do as well. All right. And so all your nutrition again shows up right there. So that is the main thing about your nutrition for the day. Now, I also want to show you that you can look at our meal plans if you're planning ahead, or if you're just wanting to pre-enter stuff from the meal plan, you can do that as well under library. So go to that library section, you see workouts, challenges, nutrition, education trainings, and downloads. If you go to the nutrition at the very top, you'll see the meal plans, phase 3 meal plan, whatever we're working on. You will see phase 1 and 2 meal plan as well. Excuse me. Let's say you're doing phase 1 and 2 right now. And you're on, let's say you're on week 3 of the program and you want Wednesday low carb day recipes. This is the entire meal plan for Wednesday, which is low carb, and it shows you everything that is planned for the day. And you're like, oh yeah, the tuna lettuce wraps, I'm eating those today. You can go right in here and add it straight from there, and it will add into whatever day you are currently on. All right. So that's an easy way to look at all the meal plans and plan your day around too, if you're doing it that way. Okay, so since we're in the library, let's also look at the rest of what's in this library. So under the nutrition section, since we're already there, you will also see all the recipes categorized here, breakfast, yada, 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 all the way through categorized. All right, so I've already showed you what these look like as far as you can see how to prepare everything straight from here. You can change, again, those servings when you're planning for your meals, and that will change the ingredients and the amounts there. And you can favorite. So right there at the corner, you can favorite that. And if you favorite it, it will show up right here. Favorites at the top. These are my workout favorites. And then your recipe favorites show up under recipes. So you can favorite workouts and you can favorite recipes. I have absolutely loved this feature. So I can quickly go to a workout or quickly find a recipe. So when I have been meal planning, I just favorite the recipes that we're making for the week. And then that way it's like an easy, oh yeah, there it is. There we've had this Brussels salad on repeat. So I can easily find it when it's time to make it, and I'm not searching different places for it. So this has been really, really helpful for me for meal planning every single week. And then I'll just unfavorite the ones that we don't need anymore. And then I'll refavorite the ones that we're using for the week ahead. Some of the ones I'll just keep in here because we literally use them on repeat. Okay, so I love that feature. So yeah, you can scroll through. You also notice that you can search here for things in the recipe library, and you can do the same thing in the workouts. So I do know that there's no search feature right here in the library, but we are getting that added when we launch. And so you can see that the workouts again are showing up via category, beginner, all the different categories. And again, you can favorite those. At the very, very top of this, you will see that we have phase 1 and 2. These are the workouts and will be the educational trainings too. And I'll show you in phase 3 that you will see the workouts, the beginner options, plus the regular options. Everything will show up in there. So if you're like, okay, I just want a quick view of phase 3 or just want to do week 4, then you can go that way and do your workout. So a few different ways that you can do your workouts, obviously the home screen, or you can do it right here through the library. All right. The next section are the messages. So I want to show you that you can do, you can chat in the communities, different communities, and you can also do direct messages to your mentor. So everyone will be in the big Burn, Fat, and Feast community group, and then you will be split up, obviously, in your smaller groups as you have been in Facebook. We are going to transition away from Facebook and start utilizing this. This is like a more of a message thread than it is a Facebook group. We will be adding features to this once we launch, and so in the coming months, you will see different features that we'll add. But for now, this is what it looks like. You can add a video, a photo, you can take a photo, you can record a video, do all the things in here, and you can just send a text as well. In each group. And for the message section with the direct messages, this is a way for you and your mentor to communicate one-on-one. It's not a way for you to communicate one-on-one with other members, but you can communicate with your mentor and here one-on-one. So really, really excited to have this as part of our app as well. So more to come on that very soon. All right, under your progress, I want to show you this really quickly. This is where you're going to take photos. This is where you're going to do your measurements. You can see all the measurements that you can do right here. You can add others if you want to. I have things like stress level and here, as well as your water intake, your weight, all of those things. What I love about this also is at the top, you can click on trends. And so you can see how you're doing. And guess what? Your mentor can see this as well. She can see what you're doing, maybe things that we need to improve on, whatever. And so you can see I'm doing pretty well with my nutrition right now. My water, I'm like, 50-50, like I could do better with that water. If you tap on that, it will show you per day what you've tracked. So if you're doing more than you're tracking, obviously, you'll know that, but it will show everything that you've tracked in your app. Again, your mentor can see this too. This is game changing for how we can help coach you and how we can kind of dig into what's happening, and for you to see the trends of what's happening in your week and what in your day. And so you can see that monthly view, or you can tap to see the weekly view too for your trends. And it shows you all of the stats right there. So really, really fun tool there as well. And again, we've already talked about the profile, so we won't go back through and do that. Okay, so that's the in and the out of the app and how it works and how to navigate through. Okay, so we will obviously help you navigate through if you have other questions about that. Very, very user-friendly. As you can see, everything's in one place. It's beautiful. I'm super duper excited for you to start using it. Like I said, I've been using it for a while and I'm like, in love with it. And it has helped me just my overall wellness. It is a game changer. A few things that are coming soon, in case you do have questions about this. If you did purchase the 10-day detox this past fall, we are adding that content into the app in January. It just wasn't top priority to get this launched, but I promise you it is going to be in there in January, towards the end of January. So you will be seeing that. No worries there. Express Shred will also be added. It will not be in there the 1st of January either, but it is coming. The low carb, regular macro meal categories, that is also coming. So if that's a question for you, that's also in the work. Lots of updates will be happening. This is not like one and done and we're done. We got an app. Awesome. Great. We will always be adding features. So if there's a certain feature that you are looking for, let us know and we'll work on it. One of the features that I'll also have in the works for the first quarter in 2024 is an intermittent fasting like tracking. So you can track your water. I want us to be able to track our fasting hours as well. So again, more and more to come. This is only the beginning. Super duper excited. I hope that is helpful for you. If you have questions, again, reach out. Your mentors will be on call to help in the beginning of January as we make this fabulous, amazing transition. Cannot wait for it to launch. I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.